Hello everyone, Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Today I'm going to make a really lovely gift idea for you to try, and that I'm using elements from the Tea Room Suite, which is in your annual catalogue on pages 14 and 15. And this is the beautiful DSP. It is lightweight, but we're just making a little bag to carry a very light treat, so it's more than adequate. So this has been cut, it's the full length of the 12 by 12, and then it has been trimmed to 4.5 inches. So on the long side here we are scoring at 1/2 inch, 4 3/4, and score gently because it is lightweight. 4 3/4, 6 1/4, and 10.5. Okay, then we're going to turn, and on the short side we're going to score at 3/4 inch and 3 inches. Okay, and then we can bob that away. Now I'm going to just quickly fold and burnish all of those score lines, and then I'll show you where to cut. Have I got them all? I think I have. Okay, and then this, the 1/2 inch one, 3/4 inch one that we did at the top is going to just fold over like so. It's going to reinforce the little bag, so that's like a lip. Okay, so we're going to do some trimming. So first of all, we're going to trim this small rectangle. We don't need that. And we don't need the adjoining top little one either, so we can trim that off. Okay, because that is going to be the flap to hold the bag together. So now we're coming along here, and we are going to cut up these flaps up to the first score line. So let me just refold that so I can see it a little bit better. There we are. I'm in shot. I get carried away and I forget to check whether you can see what I'm doing. So we're just cutting up those flaps really easy. Okay, do I need to cut that top bit off? No, I don't think I do. So we've got that. So now what we want to do is we want, first of all, is to glue this lip down. Now because it is lightweight paper, snail should hold it, you know, pretty much. Okay, so we're just going to fold that over, okay, and then we're just going to re-establish those score lines. Okay, so now what we need is we need some snail on this tab, so we're going to turn it over, we're going to fold the tab in and put some snail on there, and then the whole thing should fold in half, and that should meet up nicely with that flap and fold flat like so. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to just again re-establish those score lines, and we're just going to put snail on this bottom, large bottom tab that is going to close our little bag shut. Put plenty on. Now you can make this out of cardstock and then layer the DSP on if you want it to be really sturdy, but it's nice and quick way to make just a little baggie. And I'll just fold that over, just line it up, just making a little baggie. Okay, so there we go. And then just get your fingers in each side and just pinch. Okay, and then you've got yourself a little tiny gift bag. I mean, from that you can add a flap on the back, you can do what you want. That's very, very basic. So what we're going to put in our bag, well, I'm going to use one of what is called Santa sacks, but I'm not going to use it as a Santa sack. I'm going to use it as a gift bag. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off that string. I don't want it. And it is the Tea Room Suite. So I have got tea here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I had more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. One for every weekday, and then on the weekends you can have something maybe stronger. Who knows? And then we've got the lovely ribbon, which is also part of the suite. So everything matches. If you have a look, you can get everything coordinating. Trim some of that off. And we're just going to just make this bag just that little bit prettier. But the cute natural linen look just really goes lovely. So you don't have to have it all Christmassy. You can use these at any time of year. So I will be stocking up on these because the items in the seasonal catalogue, you know, they're not there forever, and they will soon be gone. So I will probably get myself a couple of packets of these before the catalogue's finished for this year, and then I've got them all year long. So just trim those off, and that will sit inside our little bag like so. How cute is that? I'm loving it. Okay, so we're going to decorate our bag now. Now what I have done, and I made these off camera, I've cut 2 1-inch strips of DSP. I think these actually measure 12 inches. And then I've folded them in half, so 1/2 inch, and I have lined with strong red line tape, folded in half, and then you just curve it with your bone folder. You'll have all, nothing new here, you'll have seen this done a billion times to make little gift bags. Now what I'm going to do is, that might be a bit long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, and what I want to do is I want the handles to line up in the corner of there, if you just see. Okay, so I'm going to do one first and see how long I want it. I reckon that's long enough, and then I'll cut the other one to the same size. I reckon that's long enough. Okay, so if I cut that, what does that measure? 3 inch. So that means I've cut 3 inch off. That means these measure approximately 9 inches long, because it started off at 12. So I'm cutting them both to the same size, and then I'm just going to put, I think I'll just use snail for quickness. I might prefer to use a stronger adhesive if I had more time to go to the other side of my room and get it, basically. So I'm attaching that into the very far corner of there, and that one there as well. And I've got that pattern on the inside of the bag there to help me. So I've got it in a straight line, and then I'll do the front the same. Okay, so I'll do the front the same. Which way do I want to stick it? I want it to stick that way. If you get them fairly equal, then it just looks nicer, you know, so they're both the same sort of thing. Hold on, which way do I want it? Yeah, we'll have it that way. Okay, so tuck it in there, roughly down to the same mark that I used on the back. So then it's nice and equal. And we've got our 2 little handles there. Okay, to make our little bag. I might have had one facing the other way. Didn't really think of that. Shall we do that? Shall we make sure it faces the other way, like that? Is that nicer? I think it actually is. So make sure they are mirror image. I think it is a slightly nicer finish. Easily adjusted. Oopsie-daisy. Bob that in there like that. There we go. And then both the handles, it's just nicer. I'm being fussy, but it's nicer. So we can put our little tree in there, and now we get to decorate this little bag, which is the fun part. So I'm just going to bob that to one side a moment. Now I did pre-cut, fussy cut some of the flowers from another sheet of the DSP in the same suite, and I've mounted it on dimensionals. So I'm just going to attach that to my bag there for a bit of decoration. Then we are going to do some stamping. Woo. So first of all, I'm going to stamp this lovely teacup. So this is the stamp set. There are thinlets to go with it as well. We're not using those today. So we're going to use the cup, and we're going to use the sentiment that says cheers. So I'm going to stamp on Coastal Cabana cardstock with Coastal Cabana ink for my teacup. Okay. And then whilst I'm here, I will quickly stamp my sentiment. And I've pre-cut, to save time, some cardstock here. This measures approximately 3/4 of an inch by about 4. It's just a scrap piece. I don't quite know how long I'm going to need it yet. About there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it. Got a random piece of cotton stuck to me, so I'm going to trim it to about there. I'm going to use my snips because my snips are just that bit sharper, I think. Trim to the middle and create myself some little tails, like a little banner. Okay. And then I have some more cardstock. I've got the Calypso Coral and the Bermuda Bay, which all coordinates. So I want it about, I say about there. And if I cut that one to roughly the same size. So I am doing this very much by eye. I don't always measure everything. Okay. Cutting up the middle. And then from the corner to where you've cut. And from the corner to where you've cut. And I've held them both together at the same time to just save me a little bit of time. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to layer these up. That piece of cotton is following me. Right, so I'm gonna have that colour on top of that colour, like that, and then my little sentiment, a bit more, can go sort of there, like that. That's cute, isn't it? Is that all stuck together? Yeah, okay, and then I'm just going to snail it to my bag. I think I've got a dodgy tape runner here. It's not quite plain ball. I'm just going to tuck it inside the where the flowers are and press, and that looks really lovely already. But let me just zoom in. That isn't that lovely, but I have stamped my little cup, so I'm going to use it. I don't know if I want that colour now because it's very samey, isn't it? Might have been better done on very vanilla, but never mind. So I'm just going to fussy cut this and then we'll see. I might change my mind to very vanilla. So if you look on the photo and I've got a very vanilla cup, it's because I changed my mind. I'll quickly cut this out. And you could put anything in these little gift bags. I've chosen tea. You could put sweeties in, you could put even a little mini stationery kit in there. Anything at all that you want. Okay. Yeah, I'm wishing I'd done very vanilla, but hey ho, we'll stick with it. And I'll put my little cup on there. Like so. And there we go, we've got a really cute little bag to give to somebody as a gift. I think that's really cute. I really like that. I hope you'll give it a try. I'll leave all of the measurements over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Go and have some fun. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.